Does it pop up on my screen? Okay, so all right, so let's see here. What we're gonna do is, now that I looked into it, I went ahead and knocked out some of the Redux work to get the store working and all that stuff. However, I still was running the parameter, and now thinking about it last night and doing some research, found out that the problem is in my chat list. I'm in my chat list. Okay, so in my chat list, I am actually looking for parameters being passed, and that is not really what I want to do because I'm not really passing parameters. I'm pretty much just going to use a use effect right here to fetch the chats. If there's no chats, it's going to ask to start a chat. So there's no reason to get the selected users and anything from a chat, because that's only if I'm going to be clicking on the chat. So this will be in my next screen, but not in this one. So to do that, I think I need to just change it to state users, maybe. So, oops, guess I'm changing the song. All right. So, matter of fact, for now, let's go ahead and just comment this out. Right? It's gonna give me some errors down here somewhere. Param list, selected users. So we're still gonna need these. I don't need them as actual variable or parameters. So what we do want to do, so we want the only parameter that we're really going to pass is, see if I already have it set up here. Do not. Alright, so we do need one parameter, and that one parameter is going to be my user ID. So that way it can, when it's looking for the user, it's not duplicating the chats in the database. I think it's user ID. Take out. It's not. Let's just take that part out. Ooh, what did I just do? That doesn't need to be there. So that's going to get that, and that parameter is going to get from when the user logs in. So technically, I don't think I need this as a route either. This needs to be more of a state, because whenever the user logs in, it's going to save it in a state, which is access at the beginning of the app. So if I use user profile screen, so if I use the same profile information right here, that should be the same thing that I am calling. So I'm not going to use, I'm going to call it user ID, not profile for this one. So copy, just going to put this in here. I'm not really going to call that what is passed. So go ahead and make this user ID. So does that part. So now from here, the selected users to out stored athletes stays state users, stored users, chat data stuff is right. Just that. Good dispatch. Dispatch. I'm going to here we're going to use effects. We're going to use effect to get add person icon. And dependent on location. I'm going to use effect. Fetch transfer. Probably just call user ID now instead of user data, user ID. Yeah, so we can call user ID now because we're already calling it up top here. So we're already getting user, which is not going to probably. I'm saving it twice. I saved it as user data. Alright, let's remove that then and put that back. Yeah, that's why it was different. There you go. Alright, so let's do correct. Headers. And if response is not okay, throw the error. And then chat, something to chat's data array. And word dispatch, set chat's data to chats. Call it the fetch chat. It's going to be dependent. These. Okay, I think this whole use effect can go away because I think that's just. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just comment out this whole use effect. Eek. And scroll down here. Got a couple more minutes to get this to work right, and then I have to get off of here. So this eventually be, where is it? Here. This will be a button eventually, because if there's no chat, we want to try to say, hey, make a chat or whatever, and then they can click the button and automatically bring up the modal for the users to add a chat to chat. So now we're gonna load page title. Make sure all this stuff is still good. Flat list. Make sure the flat list is calling when it needs to. I've got data. Chat. M key. Group chat. Chat title is pink. This group to change it to the chat name is set. Okay. All right. Looks good now. So let's try this. This debug warning is just telling me some depreciation that needs to be updated, which I'll do later time. And so everything else is still working that I've got set up so far. Okay. Now this. Okay, stored users undefined. I have stored users still. Pulling stored users somewhere. State users, stored users. Slash. It's probably because inside my Slash. I think it's because I'm not calling users. That's not really gonna work. Here. Chat data first. Okay. Oops. Just minimize my screen. Chat list. So this here. Go ahead and comment that out. Let's reset. See if that gives me what I'm looking for. Chat data is on the. This is all because data. I think it's because my state. Go in here. Do a state dot. That's because I'm calling it here. Undefined. make this. User just okay. So those have to be there. So right now I need to figure out it's gonna say undefined. Doesn't even get it. So we already know this does not need to be here. This is just pulling a list of the chats, not displaying users or anything like that. Might add that back in when I get the modal working, but that'll be still something different. Need to fix state. Chat size. State. State. Which one of these slices did I put the users, control user in? Profile might have. How do I handle this in the profile? Alright, I know where the problem is. I'm just trying to figure out how do I fix it. Because right now, I don't think that this here matches up with my slices. So I need to, because it's here, but Redux doesn't have it. So I might need to go and figure this out. I think I need to get a actual there should have be a slice for my users. My slice for my users. Maybe just add it. This would be the last thing I do for the day. So let's go initial state. State. User state. Inside the user state to make stored. You hate me. Properties. Storage does not exist in type user. Okay. User. There you go. Send backend. Oh, this shouldn't be here. That's dumb. Okay. Find name user. Okay. Interface. Server. Server. Well, I'll have to work on this more later. I've gotta get going. Thanks for anybody who stops in.